Do 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 do. Oh god, my slow ass horse. Thank god it's just normal. Hey everybody who's watching. Just doing some normal trials on the Necromancer Healer for transmute crystals, because Greymore is only a couple days away and I need transmute crystals like hell. Now if only my fucking horse wasn't so slow. I think I better get off, because I'm just gonna get wrecked.
You have come farther than those feeble undaunted, but you will fall just the same.
Right, I hope these guys in the back are finished soon, because we're gonna get fire shapers, or whatever they call it, flame shapers.
And sand can cut like blades in the wind.
And here comes the boss.
Will prove this.
Right. Easy enough.
Burn them all. master
When we
will
are
not
finished,
suffer
peace will be
invaders.
upon you.
People don't like the hiding bit in this, or some people don't know that it's possible, I take it.
Line it up!
Guess we can kill them before we go through the gate. I think that's sometimes the hardest thing as a healer, is making sure that people actually take that gold circle that Olareams gives you. Because yeah, it is the strongest healer set in the game, but people just neglect the circle, or they just don't see it, or they don't know what it is. So you kind of have to make them go through it, or just put it right on them if you're lucky. Alright.
For the war, your neck isn't worthy of the Master's blade. Come, burn in my flame.
There it is. Step in it. You'll be stronger. I'll put it on you again.
And thus your life comes to an end.
Bone Totem is pretty cool too, because it gives everybody more protection. So you can just put that on your group as well. And if you run it on your back bar with the Olareams lightning stuff, you can also proc Olareams through it. So sometimes it's best to just like place the Bone Totem right on your DPS, because then they have the Olareams buff and they have the protection.
Fire best!
is forfeit.
Burn it!
Yeah.
Set it ablaze!
Nice. They should make these normal trials a little bit harder. I'm not saying like a lot harder because so beginners can do them too. But just a tiny little bit so that you can't just rush through it like that.
Tell Kale Stick we failed.
Oh, fuck off. You better not let me open these chests. I'm no good with that. Well, that was a bit faster.
The mortals have come far, but only Ansei of first rank are allowed in this chamber. The Shahai of a first-rank Ansei sank Yakuda. This warrior Shahai is beyond first rank. Thousand cuts, like whispers in the wind. From Aegis to Cudgel. The healing cloud
Hey there,
walks.
Virgil. I'm German too, actually. Hi, wie geht's dir?
The master draws his sword.
Yeah, I guess this isn't very spectacular to watch for all you guys, because this is just a pretty good group wrecking this with no one dying and everything. So it might not be the most exciting thing to watch, but I was gonna do a couple trials just to get some transmute crystals and loot and materials and gold, and I thought might as well stream them if I'm bored doing them anyway.
The calf weathers a rain of swords. The sword sings.
Ooh, no one died. I thought I was gonna have to use my res ulti for the first time now.
Tide turns. The stars fall.
Maybe later. I'm the one that dies. Fucking hell. Alright, maybe later though,
No longer
if I can get a couple friends to do it with me, we can stream some veteran dungeons and do some speed runs through Depths of Malatar. Or last night we did Frostvault hard mode, which was really fun. Let's see, maybe that would be more interesting then.
We should depart.
surprisingly efficient. You've outdone a mage. Fall in line behind me.
Or maybe even go back to Black Rose Prison, do that again.
We should depart.
Alright, what's next? Wait, do I have to recharge anything? No, not really. Where are they traveling to? Please let it be something fun. Oh, Cloud Rest. Well, it could be worse, I guess. Ja, genau. Sonst verstehst du wahrscheinlich nur du mich. Das ist dann auch blöd. I think I'm gonna do some veteran dungeons if the other guys are up for it, maybe in an hour or maybe in an hour and a half or so. And that'll be more interesting to watch then. Maybe it can get them to do. I think we wanted to do speedrun on Depths of Malatar and maybe try a no death or hard mode on Moongrave Fane. There's a couple things we talked about doing that might be more interesting then. Cloud Rest is funny though, because there's tons of people who don't even realize that there are mechanics in the little 3 side bosses. Like the Hoarfrost mechanic here in the first one, and then the bar swap. The bar swap people usually know because that's so visible, and they die if they don't do it. But whenever I take people into like NCR plus 2 or 3, and I'm going like, okay, take the Hoarfrost, people go like, what? Or even the little AoE in the second one that you have to share. It's quite funny. I like this thing too. That looks really cool with the skull on the ground. Look, there's so many blue orbs too. I love that in trials groups if people use the mystic orb as AoE, because you have synergies for days. It's ridiculous.
You think yourself worthy of my blade? Fool! My shadows are endless.
Samaja opened a gate into her dark realm. We must destroy it.
Okay, usually the healers shouldn't be the ones doing the shards,
This light will carve a path through the dark.
but I wasn't sure if anybody else was going to. Oh yeah.
My spear of light shall show you the way. Defeat those shadow creatures before you're overrun.
Samaja will not be pleased.
Nope.
I suppose poor Gardenway wasn't so useful after all.
How could I be so foolish?
We'll avenge your death, Galloway. I swear it.
Need Olrim chest belt shoes. Sure.
Think you can fight me?
Daddy.
You'll feel the fury of my flames.
It seems my soldier needs reinforcements.
Samaja opened a gate into her dark realm. We must destroy it.
To the skies, Selena!
For anyone who doesn't know, that is the second mechanic of the second boss, that little yellow AoE that you saw. One person is gonna get it, and then you have to share it with other people, or else you're gonna die.
This light will carve a path through the darkness.
What the heck is going on with you guys back there? Come here.
Beat back the largest shadow creatures before it's too late.
One thing that can be interesting about this stream, though, is look at how people are... Share that? Look at how people are spread apart, and then for a healer, it's really hard to, like, know where to put down that healing field, because it's only that big. And if people are, like, all over the place, I'm gonna have to put one of them here, and then another one here, and then... So, if you're a DPS, just bear that in mind, and make sure that you're somewhat stacking on other people, because oftentimes people just die in trials because they don't really stack well, and then the healer has a hard time
Now, if you're
making sure that
not
everybody
going to
gets
get
heals.
fit, neither am I.
I can't fall like this.
Auroria! Auroria, no!
Zamaja bids me to fight, and so I shall.
Usually a good place to start is always at the ass of that bird there. Uh-oh, Erica, don't die.
Quickly! You must get within Zamaja's gate! My spear of light shall show you the way.
Someone's over there got the bar swap and they're not swapping bars. But hey, I can finally use my res ulti. Look at that. Haha. And people are all over the place, which is hard to heal then.
I'm sorry, mistress. I'm sorry, Olarime. We failed you. How does it feel, Olarima, to see your companions die?
Curse you, Zamaja! You'll never get away with this!
Put heavy drain on these spiders.
You challenge the power of the sea slode? It shall be your last mistake.
Dude, the Olorim thing is right here. Someone take it. In Cloud Rest, really cool, because you always know where Samaja is porting, and you can just put the Olorim thingy right on your DPS, which makes it a lot easier. If people stack at the bottom of that fat slug.
Allow Zamaja's gateway to remain open. It must be collapsed from within.
Tantamaluman.
Jim's down. I think he's one of the portal people. Get a res quickly. Where the heck is he?
We must destroy the gateway source of power.
Oh, over there in the corner. Shit. That might not work too well because we lost a lot of time on the portals.
Here! Zamaja's shadow will soon drop to our world. Destroy that gateway!
No, duck, go, gosh. All that struggle only
Yep.
fueled my power. New shadows for my army. Excellent.
I wish I could cover all of them. I have stamina DPS and magicka DPS of all classes, but for healers I only have Templar, Necro, and Warden, and for tanks I only have Nightblade, Necro, and Dragon Knight. And that's because you can only have 18 character slots in the game. I wish there was more. I needed like 6 more, then I could do everything. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's Cloud Rest on normal. I think we only had 2 people going in the portals, and they, unfortunately, they got killed, so
and so too shall you.
it didn't work out too well. Right.
The Welkinars could not defeat me, and neither will you.
Marja opened a gate into her dark realm. We must destroy it.
Oh, where's the dead buddy? Need to get a quick res. Oh, they got it. Over here.
Grows in strength. We must seal it off quickly.
The Warhorn? Usually just by having it on the skill bar, it takes a whole long time to level, unfortunately. Just like the Mystic Orbs or Energy Orbs. But yeah, once you unlocked it, you just need to put it on your skill bar and then get the XP on the right bar. So if it's on your back bar and you finish the dungeon on your front bar, you're not getting any XPs for it. You're only getting XP for the skills that are on your bar at the time you finish the dungeon, or you actually get the XP from it. But yeah, it does level from everything. Just takes a long time.
Those shadow tendrils are dangerous. Be on guard.
Put Alley Drain on this and off balance, just so it goes down quicker.
The Marja opened a gate into her dark realm. We must destroy it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Sometimes I do random dungeons because the first daily random dungeon gives you the most XP. And I put an XP scroll on, and then we kill the boss and I'm on the wrong bar. And the skills I want to level are on the other bar, and that sucks. Because you can't get another daily dungeon XP thing.
We must destroy the gateway source of power.
I won't be beaten. I'll smash this amulet if that's what it takes.
I'll get that
The
res
Marja's
quickly.
link to her shade is crippled. Extinguish the shade and we can end this. Quickly, heal yourselves, or those shadows will continue to drain you. She's summoning her shadow
Well, that's a
tendrils.
well-placed
Watch
Olarim
out!
stingy over there. Yeah, definitely. I think that and the daily battlegrounds, when the rewards for the first daily are up, that's the most XP you can get.
Demaja is
It's like
finished its task.
150,000, and
My
then with a
companions,
50%
my
XP scroll,
friends,
it's like
all gone.
220,000 or something
I
like that.
won't allow their sacrifice to be
It makes
in
it really
vain.
easy to
I'll make
level
sure the
skills up
Welkanar
quick, or
traditions live
characters.
on. I'll rebuild my order and keep protecting Somerset. I
Ramekin's
swear
bow.
it.
No one needs that, I guess. You only need to be second. You still get the XP for the daily if you come in second
As long I
place.
still
Doesn't have to be the first one. Like your whole team, I mean, not just you. But yeah, sometimes it can take a while. It's so RNG based. Sometimes you do like 5 and you always come in last. And sometimes you do 1 and you come in first right away. It's a bit weird. Especially now since you can't team up anymore. Because they made it so that everybody has to queue on their own. And you can't go in as a team. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're in a guild or anything, but if you find 3 other people that are willing to do like 3 or 4 random dungeons with you, you get so much XP from the first one, and then the rest of them will still give good XP depending on how fast you are. Like if you can do a dungeon in 10 minutes, that's probably the best way to level up, even better than Skyreach and whatnot. Alright, where are we going? Ooh, Asylum, nice. Every time that picture comes up, I think I'm going into Dragonstar Arena for some reason. Everybody wants an Olarim's lightning staff. Tell you what though about XP scrolls, if you really want to get the most out of it, the best way to do it is go in a battleground and then shortly before the end, when you know you're gonna be second or first place, just pop it then during the battlegrounds, like shortly before it ends, and then you get the XP bonus on the battlegrounds, and then you can queue for a random dungeon right away, and then get that as well, and then you still have an hour left or so to grind dungeons or whatever you want to do. Oh, should I put something else on maybe? Mending. No, not really. I think Worm's probably the best here.
CD, where are your voices? We need you now more than ever.
Alright, let's do this. I like this trial, it's really fun. There's only two mechanics in this, which is that boss needs to be interrupted when he sprays the poison from his staff. And then one of the players is gonna get a cone of poison on them, and it'll be attached to them. And the person, so now you need to interrupt him. And the person with the poison cone on them has to stay still and not move. Where is everybody? Get in. So like this. This person's got the poison cone. So they have to stay still, not move, and block. Because if they run around, they will affect everybody around them with poison and kill them. Here, like this. So this person's shimmering green, so that means she's got the poison. And she did that perfectly. Just staying still, not moving, and blocking, and not hurting everybody else with it. No, don't move, bro.
Suffering is the will of the free.
Saint Lothus, beloved of the free. If any could claim to have known the hearts of the living gods, it was him. But for all his wisdom, he couldn't see what had changed between them.
The world is ours for... Yes, this is what I meant for.
Alright. This boss is gonna spawn copies of himself that will jump on the people that are the furthest away from the group right now. And they leave these big AoEs behind, which is why I offered to kite on the left side, so that I'll be the furthest away. And the copies will jump on me and leave that AoE on the outside here, so it doesn't affect the whole group while they're trying to do DPS. That's why I usually have one kiter like me on the left and another one on the right. And then they drop the AoEs on the outside, and the group doesn't get hurt by them. You can easily do that as a healer, because as you can see I can still put my healing fields in the middle there from the outside. There he comes. I quickly go in to leave a blood altar down for some extra heals. It's actually not the ads, it's the boss that does the AoEs. I just said that wrong. Yep, always, obviously, yeah. On healer. Right now, I'm pretty sustain focused, like giving the group all the sustain I can. Worm Cult gives them, makes their magicka abilities cost less. Symphony of Blades gives them stamina and magicka back. The Master's Restoration stuff gives them stamina and magicka back. just because it's only normal trials, so I don't really need a lot of damage mitigation. There's no point in wearing sets like Mending or something that reduce the incoming damage or the weapon damage of the boss in normal trials, because people don't really take a lot of damage here.
Needed rest. By Lord Set's will, you may walk with them again.
Alright, let's see where he wants to tank them. I'll do the back kiting here. But there's a lot of other good monster sets for healers. Botgun Night Flame is still awesome. Sentinel of Rakugams is still awesome too, for a bit more sustain. It's like the small version of Symphony of Blades. And Earthgore is still awesome in some cases too. Oh boy. That jump they never see coming. I'm gonna help out with the raising. So the reason why you want to have a back kiter is because the dragon spits these lightning AoEs, and if I wasn't back here, he would spit them on the tank, which is not a good thing. So I need to be somewhat behind the tank. Oh, now he spat 2 for some reason. That's not how it's supposed to be. Right, now I'm running out of space here. This is not a good position to have the dragon in, because I can't be behind the tank now. And that's because that big breath is gonna wreck me. If I was behind him, I couldn't like evade it. So I'm just gonna have to try and run around here on the side and hope that we can move the dragon forward a little bit when he jumps the next time, which is now. He always jumps at 91%, 76, 51, and 26. And then he does usually the shock AoE kiting right after, but you just have to walk around them. And yeah, that's better. Now I have a little bit of space back here, so I can evade the breath. That is a good question about the enlightened thing. I believe it's time-based. Like once per day you can get enlightened, and then you get a little more XP towards your champion points. Whoop. And yeah, I do think that's time-based. I'm not 100% sure though. I think it's like when you log out, it might count down like, or when you had it last, it might count down 24 hours or so. It's a good question though. I'm gonna have to Google that. I think you should get it once per day, but I'm not sure if it's just on the clock, or if it has to do something with when you log out of the game or log in, and maybe it only counts like the time you're actually online. Does someone else know in the chat? Because there's like 7 other people in here. Maybe not. I'm gonna figure that out though. I'll ask around a bit, or Google. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, so every 400k XP. That's interesting. Kite AoEs. I don't even want to know how much XP I need to get to the next champion point by now. It's gotta be like something like a million almost. Wait. Yeah, 924,000. Fuck my life. Oh my god, no, 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 no. That was bad. Thank you.
This incarceration ends now!
Tanks just go werewolf. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what you get from being cocky. That was fun though. Dude, those are not add-ons. Those are just randomly in the PS4 options. Everybody can have that. There's no need to download anything. There's a video on my channel too. I think it's called Beginner's Tips, Options and Settings. Yeah, it would be awesome to have add-ons on PS4. Let me show you. It's in options, and it might be combat or gameplay, I'm not sure. Combat ability bar always show resource numbers is important, ultimate numbers is important as well. And I think if you go all the way down, you get the buffs. Yeah, buffs and debuffs. So I have that on always show, buffs on, and I have everything on, except for the permanent effects like vampirism and stuff like that. But if you put all of that on, you should usually always see what kind of buffs you've got running, like the food and everything. Ooh, Asylum's bow, nice.
You? The asylum?
Yeah, add-ons make it so much easier. Like if you watch the PC players, like Allcast and whatnot, it just, they literally have like timers that tick down 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds until you have to reapply your next dot or your skill or whatnot. It just makes it so much easier.
Holy One, let others carry the burden now. I cannot
What do I want to
will
do?
offer you comfort until Lord Set
Share
has
the bow.
unraveled
Maybe
the
someone
sacred
needs it.
puzzle.
Oh, it looks like Sunspire is next. Nice. Slaughterstone. Oh gee, I've got 3,000 gold in this character. Well, that's not very much.
Please keep.
Please don't be full. Oh, for fuck's sake.
How can I help?
Let's grab that bow then. No, I think I have that. I do enjoy necro healing though, it's tons of fun. Alright, so this is gonna be the last trial for today, and then I might be back later with some veteran DLC dungeons, but that depends on my friends that I play with usually and if they're cool with the streaming. Because sometimes I just want to talk private stuff and then I can't really have that on air. poser. Oops, we're starting. Let me through. Oops.
What of us will must be done.
I like tanking Sunspire because it's at least a bit of a challenge. Like, the trial looks nice and everything, but all you do is fight these dragons and always stand in the same spot, really. Um, I think Hall of Fangs is stronger in terms of giving people Magicka back. But really only in places where they stack close to the bosses. So like Sunspire, Cloud Rest. Because you never know where that Hall of Fang circle thing is gonna drop, and if you run another trial like Asylum Sanctorium where everybody's spread apart, then it might just go off on one ad or one person and just give one person Magicka back. But yeah, altogether, like if you can stack, I think Hall of Fang is definitely stronger than Worms. I run a Magicka DK damage dealer in veteran trials groups like Veteran Marvel Akash, Veteran Sunspire. And especially in Veteran Sunspire, I find Hall of Fang really helpful. Like, I hardly ever have any sustained issues if one of the healer has it on. Or even one of the DPS. It's also possible if the healers don't have it. No props.
Fine souls, predestined outcome.
Nope. I thought I could put Holofang on, because in Sunspire it actually works really nice. But I don't have gloves with me at the moment. I'm trying to always carry like a lot of sets with me, which is why my inventory is so full. Stuff like Heaties, Holofang, Martial Knowledge, Infallible Ether, Yorvolts, Olareams, Mending, Wormcult, Twilight. But most of the stuff is on my Templar healer too, because I've used that a lot in veteran trials lately. And it's a pain in the ass to farm everything 3 times if you have multiple healers. Oh, come on. Why me? Why not anybody else? Alkar's will wasn't taunted. Oh, thank you. Look at that though, the other healer had to res me. That means the group had no heals at all. That's not how it's supposed to be. Oh, what's that? Dragonbound Demolisher. I was checking if I still had all the set pieces on, because the blue thingies have disappeared.
Are you ignorant to your own mortality? Tragic.
Also, I think this skin looks fuck ugly. Like, the only reason I'm wearing it is literally because it's the one from Veteran Black Rose Prison, which took us like ages to... Well, actually it didn't take too long to complete, but it was really rough. I might have to get like another Argonian skin though, because it looks like shit pretty much. As if I've been laying dead in a basement for years. Then again, that might be something a lot of gamers can relate to, I don't know. I'm just joking.
I'll shout you into dust! Gold bundles!
Turn the elements against themselves.
Oop, that was not a good roll rush.
I will stoop to your level, but it won't save you.
You notice the people who've done it on Veteran, because they're used to starting at one side and then killing one by one all the way through to the other side.
You will leave nothing but the crater and a stain. Gold Manos! This is tiresome. Get out of my roost.
Against themselves.
Yeah, and that's why you want to start killing them on one side and then go all the way through to the other side, because now you got these things here everywhere and the tank can't use them because they pop up everywhere. Like one over there, one in the middle, one over there, and then you can't really pull the Icetronox all the way there. Jesus, Erika, don't die.
On your knees! Gold Manos! To stand shoulder to shoulder with a god. Here I am.
And the first one's down.
Merciful Alkash, how is that possible?
Because they are not gods. We will no longer be their slaves.
Bet you I'm gonna need the result, you know. Or not. Nice pull. I'm gonna open these because I can use another set of false gods. No. Ooh, Yonakrin's arm. That might actually come in handy at one point. Did the other people DC? Because it looks like they're offline.
You dare enter my domain? Fools. You'll suffer for disturbing me. Begone, vermin.
Yeah, looks like 2 people DC'd.
Dispose of yourself before I do. You dare enter my domain? Fools.
Hey, everybody's back. Awesome.
Begone, vermin. Obey me, living flame.
I wonder why people run around like that. You can just literally stand there and do what you do.
Drowned in flame. Come to now. Persistent vermin. Time to stamp you out. Flames can feast on you. I'll blacken the sky with your smoldering corpses. Come to now.
Oh, I tried killing that Atronach. Oh god, no. Didn't. I thought it was killed in time too. Oh, that's gonna cause problems.
Come to now.
Oh, we're gonna get another lava pool because another one of the Atronachs survived. See, that's what you get. You sacrifice your own life to try and kill the Atronachs to save the group, and then they can't even fucking res you.
Up this way. That greasy pit is no place for our saviors.
Another Yolnakrin's helmet. But yeah, stuff like that happens, especially if you're at the same time streaming and trying to talk to people and all that. Ugh. Don't have full attention on the game and die in stupid crap. It's normal.
You yet live. What powers are at work that you can defy the wheel of... I'm warning you. If you dare profane Holy Alkash's temple, you will be done beyond all damnation. Glorious Alkash.
One task, cats.
Forgive us and
Gather faith.
spare your people from these heretics.
I am no
This
use
one
to
will spread
mercy
word
any
of
longer.
Alkash's infinite
Kill
mercy
them
to
all.
every corner of the world.
Ooh. Sometimes when people are still outside, all of the ads go and stack at the door. They can actually help, but I'm not sure if it was planned.
Great Alkash, do not forsake us. I beg you.
Alright, final dragon.
Why?
To restore the natural order. To reclaim all that was and will be. To correct the mortal mistake.
You are no divine.
I will remind you. Dragons are gods in the flesh. Destroy the heretics and become my true faithful. You'll run. You look as insignificant from down here as you did up here.
Oh yeah, that's interesting too, in case you haven't done veteran and you wouldn't know. Look at this wing here. because he's gonna do the smack with the head, and before that he'll tap that wing on the ground sort of, and that's how you can know and block it. Alright, here he comes. Now, if you just keep like an eye on that wing there. Okay, that wasn't it. He might not even get to doing that this time around. Yeah, he just goes off. Okay. Wing tap. No. He's such a weird dragon. Why do you not do things when I want to show people? Last phase. This is really not the most interesting trial, is it? And there we go. That's Trials Afternoon done. Oh, look, Heste's axe. And sharpened even. Someone's gonna be happy about that.
It was a beautiful mirage.
Only to the blind. Do you see my scars now?
Forgive this one. His eyes.
Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Might be back in a bit for some veteran dungeons, not sure yet though. Appreciate you all spending your time here, and I'll see you next time.